I grew up in Tuvalu and I was also born there.
Hey, bye.
Life in Tuvalu is very easy and it's beautiful.
We have coconut trees. When it's hot, they go swimming, fishing.
And cooking the traditional food, the language and the cultural dance, it's very important so that we can keep our traditional culture ongoing.
Poeva and Akesa are sisters from the small Pacific nation of Tuvalu, which is around 4,000 kilometres northeast of Australia. It's made up of a group of 9 small islands and is home to around 11,000 people. But despite their love for their home country, many Tuvaluans, like Poeva and Akesa, have made the tough decision to leave.
My family moved here to Australia for better opportunities, especially for education and work. And the climate change is also affecting Tuvalu, so moving here makes us feel more safer about our future.
Climate change and sea level rise, it's affecting our houses, so that's why we came here. Strong winds happened lately, and it's destroying our houses, and the sea level rise, it's flooding everywhere. I don't want to see my country disappear.
At its highest, Tuvalu is only about 4.5 metres above sea level. So, as sea levels rise due to climate change, Tuvalu is starting to disappear. It's predicted that by 2050, half of the capital, Funafuti, will be flooded. On top of that, extreme weather events are eroding the Tuvaluan coasts, threatening homes and destroying crops. Some experts say the country could be uninhabitable by the year 2100. Tuvaluan leaders have been calling for support from other countries, and in 2023, they made an agreement with Australia.
I believe that developed nations have a responsibility to provide assistance, and that is precisely what we are doing.
Australia promised millions of dollars to help Tuvalu adapt to climate change and pay for critical services and security. It also created a new visa system, which allows a small number of Tuvaluans to migrate to Australia each year, 280 to be exact.
The most significant agreement between Australia and a Pacific Island nation ever.
This partnership stands as a beacon of hope.
Last year, more than 8,000 Tuvaluans applied for visas to Australia. Pastor Manu was one of the first to be granted one.
We are all lowland islands. Life there is like the ocean is our friend. Every day we wake up, if you look around, the ocean is just beside you. Right or left, look around, it's all there. Climate change really, the things are now happening at home. Yeah, it's happening. Because the land has been taken out by the sea.
Manu is happy to be here in Australia and lives in Narracourt, a regional town in South Australia. But he says one of the things he and many other Tuvaluans worry about is how to maintain their culture in a new country.
Culture is life. Without culture, you cannot navigate in this life. That's in the perspective of a Tuvaluan person. It's a different kind of world here.
For many, Tuvaluan culture is centred around faith and family. On each Tuvaluan island, there are communal meeting places called Whale Kupule houses. Here, people gather to listen to elders and learn about culture and traditions. And Manu says things like this aren't easy to replicate in Australia.
So that house already is a special house for learning. So we learn things from there, not academic, but part of living as a Tuvalu in the land. Because we have to have knowledge how to live, like fishing, cultivate, things like that. There will come a time we cannot force growing kids to maintain our culture because They are starting to absorb some of the things from other people, their friends.
Manu is trying to do what he can here in Australia to build a strong Tuvaluan community. In Naracoorte, there are about 30 Tuvaluan migrants, and he says this makes things easier.
Give us opportunity to maintain our way of living, and also because we have kids, they really need this. You need to maintain your way of living so that you can be identified as a Tuvaluan person, because our behavior really helps us with our identification.
Poeva and Akesa are part of this Naracoorte community, and both are still adjusting to life here. Akesa says she's struggling with the weather and the language, and she misses her friends and family.
Some of my friends are like going to New Zealand and Fiji, and some are staying because like they can't leave their grandparents.
I miss the close community and the families surrounded by family and culture.
Poeva hopes to one day go back to Tuvalu, as a lot of her friends chose not to leave. But she says she wants to do what she can within her community here in Australia to keep her culture alive.
We strongly maintain our language and other traditional culture in our house, so we don't have to forget or live our culture, our Tuvaluan life. I just hope that people understand that we move here for safety and opportunities, not because we want to leave our culture behind.